how to get clients from social media to your Fiverr business, or if you're running an agency directly. And then in this video, I want to show you and go through the main 4 social media platforms and what kind of content you should create on them in order to see the results. Because many times when we think about, okay, we need to be active on social media, we are confusing the 2 audiences. We usually go and start to show about our Fiverr journey, about our freelancing journey. And when you do that on social media, you're going to be attracting other freelancers. But if you're talking about specifically what you do, your expertise, for example, in my case, I'm doing social media management, Instagram growth. If I'm always talking about that, if I'm always providing the results, then I will be attracting the people that will work with me. So it's important to understand those differences, because otherwise you'll be attracting freelancers who are less likely to order your service, but you can still attract, for example, agencies, right? But this goes more into social media marketing services. So I want to go over and show you the differences. Like this, you can have a clear path on what you should create on social media. So let's go and take first the YouTube as a platform. YouTube is a powerful platform. If you think about structuring your, even with this channel, you're watching this video and then you have link in my description, which goes to my free Fiverr course, which is also a newsletter, and also I'm documenting my journey on X, right? So you have a very clear call to actions. But if you go, for example, and just search, let's say, clients for agency, you're gonna see a lot of those videos where people created. And then if we, for example, click on any of them, let's say on this one, we're always gonna see the call to action in the description, where let's say they can get a free resources, they can work with that person. So this is a good example of how you can just start bringing traffic to your own agency. You bring them to your landing page where you have an options, where you have your packages, where you have your a lead form as well, where they can submit the lead form, or you bring them to your Fiverr account. There is no difference here. It just depends where you are operating. If you're operating on Fiverr, you can just directly bring to your Fiverr account, or you can also make this nice transition. You can bring them to the free call. You can have like a scheduled free 15-minute call, and then on that call, you jump on the call with them, and then eventually you can bring them to your Fiverr account. You send them the message and say, okay, this is my Fiverr account. You can just send me a message there and I will send you an offer. So, and like this, you can create a lot of videos about this. You can create just, make sure you're creating videos that will attract your potential client, right? So for example, if I'm offering services about Instagram growth, I should be talking all about Instagram growth. Engagement is down, engagement is going up, viral content, things that people should do, that they should do for businesses as well. So I should talk all about that. The same for you. For example, if you're creating anything, website development, maybe you're creating things on Webflow, you should talk all about Webflow. So for example, we can go into the Webflow, let's say tutorials, and you can see there's a lot of tutorials about Webflow, learn Webflow, beginner crash course. Some people even do that, but then they have a call to action. Like if they don't want to do that, then they should reach out to you. For example, here, discover fastest ways to grow in the masterclass course. So there's a lot of options that you can do, but this is very, very important. And YouTube, going back here, is a long form content, so it will be enough when someone is watching your content on YouTube to be convinced to go and schedule a call with you, or even to use your service. And you have an average view duration as well. On YouTube, on my channel, I'm getting about 4 minutes as an average view duration. This is a lot more compared to like Instagram, where you have like 4 or 5 seconds. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And the next one we have is X, which is Twitter, right? So with Twitter, it's kind of it's a completely different platform, because you are just documenting your journey in like a storytelling format. So I want to show you this Camila, how she's creating, right? And you've seen these types of content. It's very kind of like a short sentences. But what works on Twitter, on X, is just documenting your journey, like you made that much, or you succeeded, or you didn't succeed. You try to hire your first team member. You're giving the same like with the YouTube concept. You're giving them like, you know, the education side. Here, what you should do to increase your Instagram. But X is more relaxed format, meaning that you don't need to think too much. Like for example, if I'm going to my profile, I'm attracting mostly like freelancers, service providers, and you can see I'm just documenting my journey. Like this post I put has over 1,500 views, and you know, this is just what is possible with X. It takes time, but you really have to like keep the aspect of documenting your journey, like, you know, going through important things, and keeping your personality in the X as well. So that's how you can grow very successfully on X, you know. And again, you need to be consistent, you need to be engaging with other people's tweets, but make sure you're clear of what you are offering, because many times I see people are not clear. You know, they're saying that they do, for example, AI automation, but then they talk about, like, let's say Fiverr, right, or freelancing. If you're doing, for example, AI automation and you're helping businesses with AI tools, you should talk all the time about that. And then in your link in bio, you should have a clear call to action to schedule a call with you, or to get like a free value, like a free video as well. That way people can just get more taste of your content. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Next one is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a platform which can be very powerful. In my opinion, this is the best platform to get clients for your agency, for Fiverr, for if you're running it directly as well. Because with LinkedIn, you really have this powerful, like people who go on LinkedIn, most likely they're looking for doing business, most likely they're doing, you know, trying to find a service provider, or trying to network, trying to hire people, right? They're always some sort of a, you know, you have a B2B audience, but there's always this sort of a like professional, you know, environment there. But with LinkedIn, I want to show you this profile, which really caught my attention. Daniel has been doing, in my case, a tremendous job of how he is showing himself, you know, as part of his journey, but also he's giving, you know, the tips and insights. So for example, here, and he's mostly focusing, so, you know, that's why it's important to have this a clear transition. So as you can see here, he's, you know, he's basically providing, and you know, we can see his information here. So, you know, he's providing that kind of like a help people with their, you know, LinkedIn, with the social media, with the storytelling as well. You can see his services there, and that's what he's creating. You know, for example, LinkedIn organic growth slowing down. I see people blaming the algorithm, blah blah blah. So it's the same format as would say Twitter, like a short sentence, bullet points. You know, very very kind of like a on point, but it always have this personality aspect. Yes, it's important to test and see what's eventually working for you, but you can see his personality of him is working on the laptop, different locations, a little bit of his personality as well, but you know, all the time. And he's focusing on you know, mostly you can see he's focusing on LinkedIn, like how to improve, how to do that, how to you know, get clients for LinkedIn, how to be, you know, I've never been a salesperson, I struggle the most, I don't like sales cold DMs. So how to write this text? First, you need to get into practice. You know, you need to start writing this for yourself. Second, I would say, of course, you know, nowadays you see people are using ChatGPT and, you know, help. I think ChatGPT is very powerful, but you can't rely only. You need to write the ideas from your head. With ChatGPT, you can still kind of like polish some things around. It can help you, you know, structure maybe your, you know, the flow as well, and just, you know, check the grammar. But don't rely on completely the idea, because ChatGPT is not powerful enough to have an idea. And it's better for you to, you know, to write from your own words than rely on ChatGPT, because there are a lot of people who are just relying on ChatGPT and it's not really working. I mean, you can see it right away that this is AI generated content. So take a look, you know, at these examples. And again, you know, like, this is what I feel, because you're not really for him, for example, you're not overcomplicating like what I should do, what I should create. You're just showing yourself, like you're working, you're taking picture, you're writing some things, and this is the best. Okay, so let's go into our last one. And the reason why I didn't start it, because with Instagram is a completely different platform, and the Instagram works for people, of course, who like to create reels, like to create video content. For example, here we can see this social media manager. She's talking, about social media. She's talking about she has like a hooks, ChatGPT prompts. Are you making this mistake? Repurpose your content. Start to hire social media agency. How do I do social media audits? So she's just like showing everything around social media, everything around like how she's running clients, how she's creating content. And she's getting a lot of clients from this. This is really working well, and you never know with Reels which content will bring you the most views. That's why you can see, she's having sometimes like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Sometimes she has like 30K views. Sometimes it's going to be even more. So you never know. But if you enjoy doing this, like more authentic talk to your audience, in a short form content, if you like to show the behind the scenes, if you like to film content, Instagram is one of the best place for you to do that. So you can do that. You can have, don't forget, Instagram is not only showcase, but it's also a very powerful communication platform as well. You can have discussions with people in the DMs. You can close them in the DMs. So for me, for example, I'm not very active on Instagram, but I have a lot of conversations inside of my Instagram. I do a lot of outreach. I re-engage the past clients as well that I have that are directly in my agency, and also some clients that we've been working before, and I'm re-engaging them back to my Fiverr as well. So Instagram is a very powerful communication tool. So I will suggest, hopefully by watching this video you have like a better understanding what kind of content you enjoy creating, and then you start with just like testing it out. I feel Instagram, yes, you need to kind of like maybe a bit stress yourself with the reels and create them, and be able to do that well. With LinkedIn is more relaxed. You need to be good with like LinkedIn and X with like a storytelling, like be able to write well, the copywriting, like ghostwriting as they say now. With YouTube is the same. It's like a longer form content, like to sit down and record these kind of videos and just talk about the value. This is very important. So guys, please don't forget, if you want to stay in touch and follow my journey, I encourage you to follow my Twitter X account, where I do post daily and update you as well about my journey. If you have any questions, you can just write in the comments. Check out my Fiverr course as well, free Fiverr course. If you want to stay in touch, sign up for a newsletter, and see you in the next video.